over here at the Ram Man Inc. Today we're going to talk about spindle sleeves. Spindle sleeves have been used for decades, especially in the old days or whatever. You'd have a spindle that might be messed up or whatever, and you'd need to fix it, so you could put over a spindle sleeve like that. In the Mopars and the cars, these are original disc brake spindles that use this A6 bearing right here. And of course, all those rotors through 1972, they're very expensive and hard to find. But if you change that from 1.250 to 1 3/8, from 1 1/4 to 1 3/8 with a spindle sleeve, you get to run the really cheap, readily available one-piece rotors instead of those old two-piece. Mopar's been using 1.250 pin on spindles for quite some time. Actually, for a long time. That's where it comes up with our old Dodge trucks, like our post-war, the early ones, 49 through 53. They've got a 1.250 spindle pin, and of course, all the rest of them have got the 1 3/8, and of course our kit's designed for an 1 3/8, that bearing, that inner bearing, and so that's what we use. So when you use these spindle sleeves right here, it converts you to 1 3/8 on the Dodge truck spindle, these old spindles right here. Of course, you slip that on right there, then you slip on your bearing spacer right there. Of course, this is against the knuckle like that, and then you slip on your bearing, and voila, we now have done a conversion. Now, this is only necessary on the real old ones right after the post-war, like late 48 through 53, 54, whatever. And you can identify them because the spindle pin right here at the inner bearing is, like I said, it's an 1 1/4. 0.750, 3/4 of an inch, and an 1 1/4 there. So every now and then you'll have a spindle pin right here where your bearing goes. Over time or wear and tear, maybe it spun a little bit, but or cleaned up after some emery cloth. Anyway, we've decreased the diameter by 1, 2, 3 thousandths. And so, like we're running a spindle sleeve here, or maybe we'd be running a bearing. See how that's a little bit loose? It actually spins right there. And so there's a quick and easy way to fix it. And it's a non-destructive method. And like I said, we're only talking about a thousandths or two. So, old school trick. It's called peening the spindle. Take your really good center punch right there. Make your little dimple in there. 3 places. Remember that, friends? Now all we've done is just peen that just a little bit. You can clean it up with emery cloth if you wanted to. Now that bad boy won't go on. You can't force that bad boy on. So now what you need to do is you need to slick it up, take your little center punch and just punch that and tap it on down, and now you know for a fact it's tight. That's all we had to do, my friend. 3 places with a center punch, and I didn't whack on it very hard. These things, you can, with a really good center punch, you can dimple these things pretty good. I'll give you an example. There we go. That's literally all we're doing to the thing. So, and that's the way you can make sure that you don't have any spun bearings, or gonna get some spun bearings, and everything fits nice and tight like it should. I always liked it nice and tight. God bless you. God bless America. And happy Moparing.